awkward few seconds, right? We're live. Hi everyone. Happy Sunday to all. I'm very excited to have one of my dear friends in the online business world come on with me today for a quick interview so that hopefully we can inspire all of you to also take a look at the online business as a side hustle or a supplemental income for you and your family. But without further ado, I would like to introduce Coach Kamitra Rampersad. I hope that I said that correctly, but I'll go ahead and let her introduce herself. Thank you again for coming on. Really appreciate it.
You're most welcome. Thank you for having me. So, hi
Mhm.
guys, my name is Kamitra Rampasad. I am originally from the Caribbean island of Trinidad and Tobago. And in 2018, I got an opportunity to migrate to Canada, specifically Calgary, Alberta. And I've been here since. My background is in civil engineering, and I did that for 10 years whilst I was in Trinidad. So, that's just a quick introduction about.
Awesome. I'm so excited to know that you're also an engineer because I'm a mechanical engineer. That's what I'm practicing right now. So I'm very excited to know the journey from becoming an engineer to now being a full-time online business owner, right? Can you please tell us more about that?
Of course. So while I was in the corporate world, I did excel pretty quickly as well. And as I climbed the ranks, I started to realize that this dream of freedom was not going to happen in the corporate world. Because the higher I went, the more responsibility I had, which means I started to actually take work home. I started to pick up the slack for others because I was the one responsible to meet a deadline. So if people weren't doing their work, I would take it, right? And it actually became a lot more stressful. And mentally, I was just unhappy and unfulfilled. And I
Yeah.
knew that I had to do something different. And I'm sure a lot of people out there, in moments of time when you feel stressed, you say the same thing. I need to do something different. But the problem is, what? What
Yes,
do I do? Right?
exactly.
I went to school for 3 years to get my degree. I did my master's, as in I gave so much time for this. So to start over, right?
Yeah.
And as
Yeah.
in, how do you do that, right? But eventually I started to realize that, no matter how hard I work, how long I work, the corporate world just isn't going to give me the life that I actually want. Does it give
Mhm.
me a decent life with a decent salary and I can do some stuff? Of course it does, right? And I'm grateful for that. But that's not the life that I truly wanted, right?
Yeah.
And I started to explore different things to see, like, what could I do? And I realized a business is the way because I'm my own boss, right? So that was one of the things that I knew that I wanted to be. I wanted to be my own boss, so no one was telling me what to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I did actually open or start to set up my own facial business while I was in Trinidad and Tobago. I didn't
Mm.
launch it because at some point after I got everything, after I got certified and whatever, I realized I have no idea how to market this business. I have
Yeah.
no idea how to find people. So I felt stuck once more and I was like,
Yeah.
okay, so I don't know, I'm stuck, right? And soon after that, I got an opportunity to move to Canada. So I took it, thinking, okay, fine, I'll go back to the corporate world. It'll be good because it's a different country. It's a first world country. It's supposed to be better.
Yes.
Right? But when I moved here and I started to go to networking events, right, and I was talking to other civil engineers in these events, I started to realize it's no different, right?
Mm-hmm.
It might be nice for 1 year because it's new and fresh.
Mm-hmm.
10 years, 20 years, 30 years, I couldn't see myself doing it. And I felt in my heart like if I didn't say no then, I would never be able to walk away from it. I would just settle and just make it work, right?
Mm-hmm.
I broadened my view again back to looking for a business, right? But this time I changed my criteria. I wanted something where I can work from home. I,
Yes.
I wanted something that allows me to be a stay at home mom when that time comes.
Yes.
And I wanted something that I could carry with me somewhere, right? It's portable because at that
Yes.
time I was in a long distance relationship with my husband. So I wanted to have the freedom to move back and forth, right?
Yes.
And, as I actually got clear on what it is I really wanted, I realized that, no, not I realized, this business came into my Facebook feed. like many
Mhm.
years ago, that's how it came up, right?
Yes.
And I was skeptical because it's on the internet, let's be
Yes.
honest.
Yes.
But I felt like something in my heart said, you've been praying for something different. You gave the corporate world an honest try for 10 years. You're here at this new door. Are you going to not at least open it to see where it goes? Right? As in, how could you watch this door and not open it? Right? And I
Yeah.
felt like this pull towards at least explore the system. You owe it to
Mm.
yourself to at least see, right?
Yes.
And the moment I opened the door from the first step all the way through, I was so as in I knew in my heart that this is what I wanted to do. So much so, after 3 months of being in this country, I didn't get any job interviews, even though I applied many places. I told my husband, you know what, I am deciding to stop looking for a job, and I'm going to just commit to this business full time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely relate to a lot of what you shared. Sometimes you just wonder, right? Like this, our full time jobs, right? Although they are great, like we studied for it for years and years and years so that we can be an engineer, and then we are doing it. It's not like we're not grateful. That's not it. It's just that it's the life, right? Like we have dreams more than, what it can offer us. And so therefore we keep looking. Definitely, yeah, I can relate a lot from that. And then also, being able to work from home with our online business, my son. And then he say, and then about the portability, that we can take this anywhere we are. Those are also so good. But before we proceed, hello to our 2 million viewers. We're so grateful for all of your guys' support. And then I just wanted to say hello to he's saying good morning, Beth, and that's Era and his classmate of mine from the Philippines, if I remember correctly. So hello to you. So please tell us, how has it been being an online business? Your journey, your biggest results so far, and yeah, anything you want to share about our business to our viewers.
So my journey has been, so it's different from the corporate world to here, right?
Yes.
As in,
Yes.
I said that I wanted to be my own boss, but I guess I never really thought about being my own boss means I am now fully responsible, right?
Yes.
So, as in, we take it for granted about the corporate world. We say we want the freedom, we say we want all of it, but then when we actually reach into it, we realize, oh, it's on me now, right? So I
Yes.
had to switch my mindset. I had to do some mindset work to actually act like a boss, right? But the moment I did that, I started to realize the power of this business, right?
Mm.
So it's, for me, one of the biggest blessings of this business is the automation, where
Yeah.
I
Mm.
didn't have to learn how to be tech savvy, right? By
Mm-hmm.
just simple workings on a computer and being able to follow videos, I was able to set up and build this business. Because even
Mm-hmm.
though I'm an engineer, you're an engineer, I don't know how to code, right? I didn't know how to do
Right.
those things. I don't
Right.
know how to build a
It's
website.
different. Skill set. Yeah.
So therefore, for me, those things were like a little scary. But then when you have a system like this where all of those things are done for you in the background, and websites and funnels and all those things I didn't even know about before, it's like this path you walk down, and each step a smaller door is unlocked, and you everything that you need is just there waiting for you. And
Mm.
it's one of the things I loved about the journey from there to now is it's all step by step. It wasn't where a whole set of information was just dumped on me and I had to filter it and figure it out, right?
Mm.
As in, I had people to guide me. I always knew what the next step would be. So therefore, I can focus on this first one, trust, and then move to the next one, right? So the journey has been great like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you asked what's my biggest result, right? And you know what? I am going to say my biggest result is my personality change. And I know that's not what the viewers probably want to hear, right?
Yeah.
But for me, like this
Mhm.
gave me the space to become who Commitro was meant to be. And
Yeah.
that's something I never realized in the corporate world. I was so focused on doing a good job for them. I
Mm-hmm.
never got time to realize that I don't want to be like them. I want to
Mm.
be like me. But I have to
Yeah.
follow all of these rules where I started to change my personality because I was, as a civil engineer, I was actually working on a construction site. So I had to
Yes.
be more rough to get
Yes.
people to respect me, to get people to listen to me. And that
Mm.
roughness started to come into my family life because I started to become that person. And that's my biggest result in this business, is that I got that space to actually just say no.
Yeah.
This is who Metro is, and I love who I am now.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's priceless, right? That's priceless. You cannot, put definitely that's a lot of mindset that needs to happen, a lot of growth that needs to happen as well. Yeah, being an entrepreneur, it really pushes you kind of to the edge too, because yeah,
But in a good way, right?
yes, because we cannot stay the same. Like if we want to be successful in this kind of line of business, you really have to push yourself, out of your comfort zone. And to do that, that takes a lot of courage. Like there's a lot of character shift that happens there. And so yeah, definitely. Thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you so much for coming on.
You
We
know.
tried to arrange this a few weeks back, and and finally it happened today. So thank you for that. And then, what would you advise our viewers if they want to explore about their online business or consider it for their own families? I didn't realize you don't have your website there. I can type it in now if you'd like.
Sure, it's just my name, so www.kamitraramprasad.com.
Okay, that's easy.
Yes.
Go ahead. You want to invite them. What should they do if they want to know more about our business?
So the first step would be exactly what Beth and I had to do, however much long. I started this business in 2018, right? And it's to simply register on either one of our websites to
Mm-hmm.
watch a free workshop, right? It's 90 minutes long, and on there you're going to learn exactly what it takes to start an online business. And then we're going to show you a sneak peek of how we can help you to make the amount of money that you have to invest a lot smaller, make the amount of learning time you have to put in to build a business on your own smaller, because we're going to
Mm-hmm.
be able to help you with those two main things, right?
Mm-hmm.
The time and the cost. And one of the things I didn't mention before is the level of support that we have in this business, right? We have a global community, and we're all here to inspire each other, because unlike the corporate world and the corporate setting, we're not fighting for one position, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can all fly together. We can all enjoy our lives and build the life that we want simultaneously, parallel to each other, right? So
Yeah.
if you're interested in having a better quality of life, in whatever way that is, it could be more time, more money, more
Mm-hmm.
vacations. I know a lot of people send money back home to their parents, things like that. Whatever
Mm-hmm.
your dream is, this business is a doorway to do that. And it all starts with this free workshop. And Beth is here. I am here to answer any questions you may have along the journey, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the system is step by step. So if you really want to get the information, just follow the steps like a trail of breadcrumbs, and you will find everything that you need to start changing your life.
Yeah. So again, thank you. And yeah, if you're listening on a replay or on a live right now, don't wait. Don't hesitate to reach out. Don't be scared. I was skeptical too. Coach Kamitra here was skeptical too. So all that is normal. But as you get more information, your eyes and your mind will be open to all the information, and then it's up to you to decide if this is something that would be a good fit for you and your family.
And
So
just to add in, but
yes.
if you're wondering if this business is for you, you just need to ask yourself one simple question, right? Can I continue doing what I am doing for the next 5, 10 years? And if
Mhm,
you have with it and you feel fulfilled and content and it's giving you everything you want, then no, don't do this business. But if you're honest with yourself and you realize, no, I probably can't do this for next year, then now is the time to start changing that, right?
yeah, and that's a very good question. I know for me the answer is a big no, I want the option.
Oh,
So that's why I started this business. As soon as I saw it, I did not waste any time, and then I just keep going through the process. So thank you guys. Enjoy your Sunday with your family, and we will see you guys again later. Thank you, everybody. Bye
bye.
now. Thank you so much again.